So I don't know if speak English or Italian. English. Okay. I'm very happy to be here. I'm particularly happy that you could all come into this beautiful spontaneous gathering, in the sense that I came without any expectation, really. And I think it was something that, how to say, each one of us, we came here through the different connections that brought us here, but all very sincere. And at the same time, as I was just now, I don't want to be long, but one of the main aspects that gather us today here is the mountain itself. No? And some time ago, when I was together with Lama Ganchen, not long before he passed away, one friend from his disciple came from China. And this lady makes a very busy life, and she had basically very few days together with Lama Ganchen, and for her it's the most important time of the whole year. And one day Rinpoche Lama Ganchen said, "Oh, you go with Lama Michel to the mountain." I said, "Okay," because she's following his advices, so she said yes, but she told me that she was not so happy about the idea. Because she thought, okay, I have not very short time together with my guru, with Lama Ganchen, I want to be with him, no? And then when we came back, we went to Alpe Devero. Then when we came back, she was very happy. And then Lama Ganchen said, the reason why I send you to this place is because we are building a temple here in Albagnano. And she's one of the persons that is sponsoring to build the temple. So he's saying, together we are building a temple. But the most sacred of all temples is nature. Truly, it's the best temple. Because the temple is a place that have a power of inner transformation. That when you go to this place, your mind changes, become more peaceful, more joyful. That there are deep changes that happen, positive changes within us. So we try to, as human beings, we build places to generate that same type of energy also, no? But Rinpoche was saying, yes, we are building a beautiful temple, which is very useful and important, but the best of all temples is nature. No? And if we look in history, in every tradition, every religion, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, Islamic, Jewish, any Hindu, in all the traditions, when people really wanted to go deep into their spiritual practice, they went to nature. You never read anywhere, oh, this great meditator went to the town. No? I just know about one friend. He's actually a friend of my friend. He stayed for more than 20 years meditating in the mountains near Dharamsala in the north of India, alone. And then when he came back down from the mountains, the monastery, they gave him a room in the most silent area, in the corner. Very, very silent place. So he would wake up every day before sunrise and go walking until his friend's house that was in front of the bus station. And he would sit in a little terrace that was almost in the middle of the bus station, the most noisy place. And he would sit to meditate there. You know? So somehow once you're able to subdue your mind in the nature, then it's time to do it in cities, more difficult. No, that's a big task. But nature is very, very important. You know? Personally, I truly believe very much that we have developed in our modern times. I don't know exactly when and how it happened, but at one point in our society, we developed this idea that in order to be happy, we need to have more comfort and less effort. So the less effort we need to do and the more comfort we have, the more happier we become. And out of these two aspects, more comfort and less effort, many choices have been made. But we are following nowadays so many negative side effects that come from this. Starting from electricity, from artificial lighting, the way how we eat, the way how we transport ourselves. You know, it's like, for me, when I go to Brazil, in São Paulo, on the way from my mom's house to the Dharma Center, there are few of these gyms. You know? And there is like this window, glass wall, and you see the people running, going nowhere, no? And for me, this is a metaphor of our modern life. We run, going nowhere. We don't like to make exercise because we want more comfort. Then we need to pay to go to a place to stay close to do exercise. It's beyond words, no? Truly. And actually, we need to be in touch with nature. This is important for all of us. And I see in our reality, we see the results just after. But now we are starting to feel more strongly the results of industrial revolution and the modern lifestyle and everything, no? Remembering now a friend of ours, Paula Muti. She's a doctor making specifically research on prevention for cancer. And once talking to her, she said, if I need to say what is the cause of cancer, which is, from my point of view, a much bigger epidemic than coronavirus, the real epidemic that we're having at cancer. What's the real cause of cancer? She said, it's a modern lifestyle. You cannot point anything else. No? So on many levels, it's very important for us to go back and to be in touch with nature. I think it's fundamental. So the work that this beautiful family is doing here is something that it's very important for many of us. I think everyone that come here and get in touch with nature with a positive attitude, I think it's something that is very, very beneficial. No? Today for us it's also auspicious to come here because we concluded this morning 14 days of meditation retreat on one practice called Hayagriva, which one of the meanings of this meditation is like one very old meditation practice that was a healing practice that was brought to Tibet by Guru Padmasambhava. So it's since more than 1,500 years in Tibet, but it's specifically dedicated for healing sicknesses connected with the environment. Now, in the ancient Tibetan culture and tradition, Tibetan Buddhist tradition, it is explained that many sicknesses, special mental sicknesses, comes from polluting the environment and living in a way that is not in harmony with the environment. And this is something that happened already in Tibet. So sometimes I just try to, I have no any real logic behind, but if I see the amount of people having, anxiety and depression and all sorts of psychological, psychiatric issues nowadays, and if we see the lifestyle that we have connected with the pollution of the environment and all of this, I think there is a strong connection also there. So that's why it's important for us to be in nature. Even though we don't live all in a place like this, but from time to time to come. And these places are particularly important for meditation, for praying, for reconnecting with our own selves also. So this is one thing, and I just had one thought when I was coming up today. I just want to share with you that I will make it very brief. But we give a lot of importance nowadays to time. Time is money, everyone running all the time, up and down and so on. Not long ago, I read one definition of time, which I liked very much, in which it said that time is the way of measurement of change. Lo strumento di misura del tempo. So it's the way of measurement of change. And very often we try to think time as a quantity, how much time we have. Actually, when we look at time, what is important is not quantity but quality. It's not important how long we live, it's important how we live. It's not important how long we stay in one place, it's important the quality of the experience that we have there. So this is why I believe it's truly important for all of us to take care to have more and more quality time. With our friends, with our family, with nature, with ourselves. I think this is something that we really need to put a lot of energy, because we have the modern tendency to fill up time with a lot of stuff. So we put a lot of things inside our life, a lot of information. We are overwhelmed with information all the time. And then finally we have no space. And we never have time. So this also reminds me, when I was looking at the house here, once I was looking at a documentary from Ladakh. And there was one old lady, she was living in the villages in Ladakh. And then she was saying, you know, it's very strange. Here in the village, to get water, I need to walk 1 hour to go to the place to get water. To cook, I need to gather wood and make fire and so on. If I need to talk to someone, I need to go down from my village to the valley, go up another mountain, depending where is the village of the person who I want to talk. Maybe it's 1 hour walk, maybe it's 2 days walk to go to talk with a person. Whenever I go to the city of Leh, the capital of Ladakh, I go to see my sister there. To make fire, she turns something and the fire come out. Water, she turns something else and the water come out. In the night, she presses something and light is coming. If she needs to talk to someone, she just takes something up and press something and someone else is talking on the other side. Everything's so easy, but whenever I go there, she never has time. And here we always have time for everything we want. So there is this illusion of having more time by doing more things and filling up our life with things that ultimately really don't bring much meaning. So I think it's really important, this adventure that you are making of coming here and taking care of this place and rebuilding it and opening it to everyone and receiving all of us also here today. No? I think this is something very important. And my wish is that all of us, we take a little bit of it to our daily life also. No? Because this is what is important. No? And I like just to add one small thing, because it's my wish. It's maybe someone may think it's wish fulfilling, positive thinking, who knows when, but I think it's important just to plant the seeds. I really think it's really, really very important for our modern lifestyle, for our health, to respect better the time of nature. We need to use less electric light, wake up with the sun, go to sleep in the evening. For millions of years we have been doing like this, no? And suddenly we think we are very intelligent because we can do things differently, no? Now, today my dog is here. No? She's 1 year old today. But when she was small, I learned something which made me think a lot. That nowadays dogs, female dogs, because they live in the houses where there is electricity, they go 2 times a year through the fertile period, which in nature is only 1 time. And because of this, a lot of cancer is coming on dogs. Because their body is not used to go to the process 2 times a year. It should be 1 time. But because of electrical light, it goes 2 times. Then I think, aren't we animals? So what is the effects that all of these things have on our lives, you know? Many of us, we don't even think about it. But I have here many doctor friends also together. But I'm sure that many of the health issues, physical and mental, that we have nowadays are connected to our lifestyle. So it's just to remind us, we all know already, but just we need somehow to make the best effort we can to connect more with nature, to the rhythms of nature, you know, and by doing less, we have more space so we can do more, with more quality, okay? So this is just one thought, and time is relative, you know, and we need to somehow live with the best quality, which means with harmony, with peace, with joy. This is the most important thing, because here we are today, tomorrow we don't know, we are all going to die. We have no idea when. I hope for everyone a very long life and healthy and joyful, but we don't know. So we really need to enjoy every moment in the best way. Okay, so I'm very happy that we can enjoy this moment together. Okay, so we will do now these prayers. So what we do as we do the prayers, everyone, you can connect with whatever is your positive wishes. that you want to bring with yourself home, what you want for this society, for this planet, you know, what we dedicate for others, how we can put ourselves in the service of this planet, of nature, of society. Also, it's important to connect with that ourselves. Each one of us have a different role. Each one of us have a different capacity. We just need to give the right direction to it. Okay, so as we do these prayers, we connect, and also we request the blessings. Blessings means a positive interaction that helps our mind to change virtually. We ask the blessings of all the beings of nature and everyone to help to guide ourselves, to direct our mind in a positive way. Okay? And especially we request also the blessings of Lama Michel Rinpoche. It's through his wish that we are here today. You know, was Rinpoche that said to Raymond, yes, I will come, or Lama Michel will come with monks. So normally when Rinpoche would say or, it would mean already, no? It's like when he would say don't do this, he would say maybe better not. No? So when he said or, it meant already how it should be. So we are here. So we ask also his blessings for all of us to have a peaceful mind, to be able to bring this peace and joy to our daily lives also. Okay? And also we specially dedicate today that may this land, this place, be always in harmony. It's already a place of harmony, but it may always remain in harmony, so that everyone that come here can be benefited from it. That I think it's very important. A harmonious place in nature by itself is a place of healing. It's something that I have had few experiences. That just by going to a pure place in nature, it cures many aspects of life. So this is important. But we need nowadays nature with some small luxury, otherwise people are not able. So you are making new toilets and everything, so that's good also. It's also necessary, otherwise, you know, making some little luxury in here, it's an act of compassion. Okay? No, it's true. We need to be able to receive and take care of everyone, no? So we will do now one short ceremony, one prayer, which is dedicated to make friendship with all the beings of nature. In Tibetan there are many names. In English some people call the elementals or whatever other names, but we say that there are many beings that live in nature, that live in the earth, that live in the stones, that live in the water, that live in the forest and everything else. So it's a way that when you go to a place in nature, it's a way to say, hello, I'm here, let's be friends, you know, and to make friendship with all of them. So we now, as we burn the pine, it's a way of incense offering that is made, okay? Then in the end of this, we'll make a circle, and we take little bit of flour in the hand, and then after we make one verse which is says so also means regenerate. So it's the regeneration of environment, body, mind. So we make 3 times so, and in the last time we say Kiki so sol hagyalo. Ki also means happiness. So it's like regenerating happiness, victory to all that is virtuous and positive. And then we throw it to the air. Okay? This is an old Tibetan tradition that is always done in the places like in mountains and places like this. Okay? Also we make a special offering for the local beans. We have one plate with some apples.
Yeah.